ridiculous. Some people say, I mean, people have used several words to describe it. I'd like to hear from you. I do suspect, just like Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa, this lady is not in Nigeria. I do suspect that. However, you must have seen the video. I'd like to get your thoughts. Now, let's quickly run because time is not waiting for you and I. The second big story for today has got to do with Labour demanding 615,000 naira as minimum wage. I think they brought it down. You know, at first they were talking somewhere above 700 and, you know, is it 20, 50? I can't remember. But now they're saying they've done their calculations and they have arrived at 615,000, and they may increase it because they had come or arrived at that estimation just before NEC ordered discos to increase the electricity tariff of Band A users. That's also another conversation on its own because Band A users are not. Anyways, it's part of our big story. We'll get to that. So 615,000 likely to move up if, you know, they begin to factor in electricity tariff hike. They have said that the president should announce the increment May Day. May Day is not far away. Workers' Day, that is. I believe that's 1st of May, right? Yeah. So in a couple of weeks, as a matter of fact, in about 15 days, they're expecting the president to announce the new minimum wage for workers, or else there will be pickets and how do they say these things again? Is it grounds? Is it down tools, or is it walkout? You know, they got the label terms. I don't know how to say it. However, that's that. What are your thoughts? Do you think that is feasible? Because my colleague, a correspondent of the Cool Wazobia Info, went out there and talked with civil servants. And some of the civil servants here in River State are saying, hey, yeah, that's what they're saying. I mean, from that laughter, you already get the message, right? But they are saying that they don't think the federal government would accept Labour's demand. No, they're not sure 615,000 naira is feasible. Do you think it's feasible? Sorry. If you're part of Labour, I should apologize before I say what is on my mind, right? So sorry, really. But is this the right thing Labour should be asking for? Because we've heard so many economists come out and say the reason why Nigeria is where it is in terms of economics, it is because we are not necessarily producing at a rate that we should, at the rate of our potential, at the rate of our, population. We are a consuming nation. So now the question should be, where are the refineries? Where are the factories? Why are we not doing mechanized farming? Why are we not out there ensuring that we have so many industries that people can be employed and then be taxed, and then the taxes used to develop our country? I don't know, but I don't think Labour is asking for the right thing. You increase the money. I get things are expensive out there, don't get me wrong. But I remember saying, and for those of you who listened to me while I was at the other radio station here in Port Harcourt, I came from somewhere to this place, you would have heard me say that when you increase it to 30,000 naira at the time when they were talking minimum wage, you're going to cause inflation. Prices of things will go up. I said it then. I don't like to think I'm a prophet of doom, but yeah, I get it. Things are expensive, and to an extent, it will look like the workers are able to meet some of their basic needs. But give it time. At 615,000 naira, in the next, let's say it happens today, in the next 6 months, in the next 12 months, you're likely to see a very high inflation higher than what it is right now. It is not to add to the wages, I think. It is for us to create more jobs so that people, imagine we have 3-4 factories, food factories. The prices of food commodities will come down because, that's basic economics. There will be competition. And I do think we made references last week when we referenced how Glo came into the market and crashed the high prices we were paying for telecommunication services. I don't know. But anyways, moving on. I'd like to get your thoughts on that. But this one affects many of you listening. For those of you driving your private cars, for those of you in the taxi right now, for those of you at the supermarket or you're in your shop, wherever it is you're listening from, this one affects you as it affects me. Tariff hike. Band A customers not getting 20 hours power supply. And yet again, I don't like to think I'm a prophet of doom or an harbinger of bad news. But hey, I remember when this price hike thing, started. I remember saying, what is the guarantee that we're going to get value? One of the questions I asked, I think I asked about 3-4 questions that day, and one of such questions was, what is the guarantee that we would have value for the money that we are asked to pay? Remember, it is almost 3 times, or if not 3, I think it's more. Is it 3 or more? I don't know. But yeah, it's, somewhat 3 times what we used to pay for people who are believed to have 20 hours of power supply. But you see, apart from Echo Disco, other discos have said that we don't get 24 or 20 hours power supply. Some say, we would like you, if you would take us downgrade us, let's get to a band B, band B grading, because we don't get value for money. Some other people are saying, they are not even, I think we have some people called me, sometime last week, and they said, we're not sure we're in band A, but it looks like we are paying like band A customers are paying. So how do we get it right? Now, the transmission company of Nigeria and the distribution companies are now bandying words. Would I say bandying words? Bandying words is like they're arguing, but they are now having conflicting statements. Let me put it that way. So the TCN is saying, we don't have gas. The discos are saying we don't have enough supply from the TCN. And by the way, the national grid collapsed yet again. I think it's